Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Drew's Food Reviews. And today I've got another episode of Classic Candy Corner. I was gonna wait for this on Amazon. They were putting them all together, and I remember this one now. I've kind of put out similar ones to this, but this one is the actual original one. They kind of renamed them. This is the original Cherryhead and tree candy. And I remember these. They had them in all kinds of different flavors: grape, apple, believe it, orange, lemon, a lot of different ones. And this one is by oh, Ferrara. Yes, that's it. Get in touch. There's a hotline you can call, I guess, for your Cherryhead needs. And this, yeah, this one I remember because these little boxes were like at the gas station. They were at like well, they called them the 5 and dime, and it was usually like about 5 or 10 cents for this. Just a little one, and they were down by the bottom. 2024. Okay, so I got a little wise. I was just looking at. They were down by the bottom. They were also like with Jolly Ranchers. They called them penny candy. I think they cost a little more. Yeah, it was about 10 cents for this box, and then they had, like I said, lemons, grape. They also had the chewy ones, and they had like Jolly Ranchers, and then they had the little tiny candy things, Chico Stick. Pixie sticks, things like that. Ice Cream Man used to have these too. You'd get them, and you'd go around with the ice cream truck, and ding 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 ding. And then they usually had like the cooler where all the ice cream was, and then they had like a little thing on the display on the wall, the shelf, and it was like bubble gum, candy, Pop Rocks, things like that. And I remember this was one of them. Like I said, probably about a dime or a nickel for this little box. They had bigger boxes as well, and I remember these probably from when I was little. They were kind of cool because they were kind of like jawbreakers or kind of tough jelly bean. I'm gonna have to see about opening this one. I'm sure you guys had your own favorite flavor. If you like cherry, if you liked, yeah, these are, yeah. All right, so that's what they are here. You got they're kind of tough, a little bit hard, but there you go. Yeah, very intense on that. Yeah, you don't want to bite into these. They have the chewy ones, but wow, yeah. Very intense on that flavor. Kind of like the other ones, the Brock's had the sour balls, the hard candy. Kind of like a smaller version of it. Not quite like a jawbreaker. Very intense on that one though. I just mostly remember going to the gas station, going to the sometimes liquor store had them, little markets, drugstores. Usually you had them down low. Bubblegum, that was other Bazooka, Bubblicious, all the individually wrapped candies, and I think it's like two for a nickel. Like 3 for $5. I don't know, but it's been a little while. Small amounts were kind of fun, and then they had the bigger boxes. I think it was more like about a quarter, something like that. I don't know that they had these at like the movies or anything. mostly just the ones you would get these from corner store. Very intense. Small objects such as hard and soft candies may inadvertently become lodged in the throat. So they're warning you that can become lodged in your throat if you decide to eat it. So take care when you eat these ones. I guess, I don't know. Or you don't want to end up like Violet, Willy Wonka, and blow up like a blueberry. They didn't have blueberry. One thing they didn't have. They had grape, apple, cherry, lemon, orange. And then they had other mixes and stuff like that. But they had no blueberry. I don't know what would happen if you tried to eat the blueberry. Maybe you would turn into a giant blueberry and have to be rolled away by the Oompa Loompas. Never know. That would have been fun. Violet, you're turning violet, Violet. But, you know, back in the old days, they really didn't have a whole lot of blueberry or blue raspberry or anything like that. That kind of came along later. I'm not quite sure who decided to make up the blue raspberry flavor, but whoever it was, I don't appreciate the blue raspberry. It's not natural. It's too artificial. Don't do the blue. It's just not good. I'd rather have fruit punch or grape if you want to do the blue. Yeah, don't mess with the blue raspberry. It's always way artificial and too sweet, and yeah, not really good. They kind of came along later. Most of the time it was grape, cherry, strawberry, watermelon, sour apple. Those were the main ones. And then they started coming out with the combos like fruit punch, blue raspberry, yeah, other ones. But the original ones were like real basic. Yeah, cherry, strawberry, orange, grape. Like the original Kool-Aid flavors were, you know, cherry, grape, and orange are those like the main ones. And they started getting into the offshoots, tropical punch and all that other stuff. But if you were a kid when I was growing up, like I said, for a little bit of allowance money, you could go down and you can get a small box of Cherryheads or grape heads or bubble gum or something like that. And it was a fun little snack. Like I said, if you didn't have a whole lot of money, these were perfect back then. And just for a little bit of money, you could have a nice little snack, nice little bit of candy to satisfy your sweet tooth. They had a whole lot of different ones, and actually, I will try to go buy. I'll try to go over some of those. Some have been around for a little while. Yeah, been a while since I've had them. So, yeah, you have to go on to the candy sites, Classic Candy. I found this on Amazon. It was in a pack together with a bunch of other stuff. So check Amazon, check the Classic Candy corners. Markets, there's like old time candy, nostalgia candy. There's a whole lot of them out there that have some of these old time ones for sale. Also, you can go to like Big Lots and some of these other ones that do have kind of like the old time candy. You can still find them. And yeah, always look at the gas stations and the corner markets and whatnot. They may have them. So there you go, guys. A little bit of nostalgia with Cherryheads. I can get it straight. So there you go. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and the notification bell over here. That way you won't miss any future content. Or if I go live, you won't miss the fun. So, till next time on Drew's Food Reviews, when I'll be trying another classic candy like this for you. Put these aside. I'll have some more another time, and always be on the lookout for new stuff. So until next time, guys, I will talk to you later.